I'm so excited to be back. I have a few videos that I have created towards the end of the summer. It is now the end of September. My cave got me. It got me. It took me out. I could not find a way out for a very long time. I don't know what else to say. But I'm not letting myself give up on me and showing up and being me, because I had to take some time for me. I had to feel my feelings. I had a lot of things happen. My other videos explain it a little more. Do not ask your ancestors, your spirit team, to reveal anything that's hidden, unless you want to know, unless you are ready to know. Don't ask them. Don't do it. Because I was begging and pleading, because my intuition was telling me that there was shadiness around me, but everyone around me telling me it was fantastic, it was great, and then my birth giver shown. She did not do the work. I had a feeling, but I am really proud of myself for how far I've come, because one of my gifts is being a seer. I can see different possibilities in like different ways, whether it's in my dreams, whether it's like in the moment I start to see it in my head. So many ways I can see different outcomes, right? And when that happened, there was many versions of me that did not have strong boundaries, that was still in like an extreme people pleaser. I've worked very hard to be a recovering people pleaser. And I just folded and let my birth giver like walk all over me and put her karma and her lessons on me. And instead of saying, no, I'm not going to do this because you need to learn these things, I just took them on, wanted to take care of her. And then I seen the struggle I went through. And that's something I've learned through my journey with a lot of beings that I love, is that you can't save anybody. You can't. You cannot save them. You can lead by example and share your tools, right? That they can use themselves, change, tweak, whatever they need to do. But you can't physically do the work for them. Earth, right? Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth, she's school for our spirits. We are here to learn and grow as spirits. So when we go on, we learn the things we needed to learn, and if we didn't, we come back, learn it some more, whatever you decided, right? We're all our own spirits, whatever we decided when we came here. But if you try to take on other beings' lessons, all you're going to do, a lot of time, you're going to frustrate them. Like, depending on what it is, you're definitely going to be friction with that being, but also you're going to be taking on their karma. So the universe is going to be giving you the lessons that they should be learning, and most likely you've already learned those lessons. So you're just going to be struggling being given lessons you've already learned, but because you think you can save this being or these beings, whatever it is, you're going to take on their lessons. And I say this with frustration because I did it for so long. Because I loved so many beings deeply, and I could see the potential of them, and like I could see their true spirit and where they could be if they took all that gunk off and did the work in healing, which is just making a safe space for your spirit. You can't do it for them. You just can't. You can try, but I recommend not, because you're gonna learn that you can't. But sometimes we have to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way. And that this go around, I said no. I did not take on her karma. she put herself in the situation she did. And even in that, she put me and my wife in a very crappy situation. But I'm very grateful. Spirits, ancestors got us out. I don't want to be stuck in South Dakota. I moved away from there for a reason. I love the land. I love some of the people. It's a rough place to be. Where was I going? This is your first time here in my little teepee here, my little home on YouTube. My name is Jasa, and I'm autistic ADHD. I will lose my train of thought many, many times. If you're down to go on this fun roller coaster with me, strap in, let's go. I just like reflecting on how far I've come, because I knew me not people pleasing with her would not end well. She has a very regulated nervous system, has not done any therapy, even though told me she did. All these things, right? So I knew what would happen. But I'm like, you know what? I deserve to protect myself and my inner child and my inner teen, and to not be put in these kind of situations and be treated this way, right? Especially when I'm trying to help somebody and all they're doing is like taking and like taking. That's not cool. So I did that, and then lost the relationship with her because she's not in the mental state to be able to handle things like that. And it is what it is. And I know I won't have her in my life again. Like, I will not tolerate that behavior. She thought she could fake healing and fake doing the work. But you can't do that with somebody that's actually doing the work, because I'm not perfect. I have been a hurt person hurting people, but I've worked so hard to go into my shadows so that those hurt parts of me don't come out and hurt other beings. So I can... What is that? I forgot what word is that. But basically, so I can work through them so they're no longer like... Triggers don't activate me, and I don't react with my emotions. I've worked so hard, and I am so proud of myself to not react right away. Because I don't know if it's my Leo moon or my indigenous side, because all my aunties are very rowdy. And now I'm an auntie. Can be rowdy. I can be rowdy. But I don't want to be like that. I don't want to go out of my character and like be angry and just react and match other people's energy. I've learned these past couple years to not match people's energy anymore. Like, that's just exhausting. So like, maybe some people, I'm gonna be real, maybe some people but majority, I'm like, you know what? You projecting all this anger and this hate has nothing to do with it. It really has nothing to do with me. For so long, I took it personally because it's at me, right? It is at me. But it really has nothing to do with me. It is your cycles of whatever, like, being, right, that's doing this to me. It's their cycles and their shadows and all of their stuff that they got shoved deep inside their spirit that they need to work on. And a lot of time, especially that I've unmasked so heavily, I really activate or trigger, but I like the word activate, a lot of people. And that's not a negative thing, but it can be for beings that don't want to see those parts, that are not ready to see those parts of them and like learn how to love and nurture and do whatever they need to do with those parts. It's a lot easier, and this is majority of people I've experienced. Instead of doing that, seeing like the mirror for what it is, they see those parts of me and they just go into that cycle. Like, a lot of times it is not consciously, it's like subconsciously they're doing this. They will treat me the way they were treated. So however they were shut down for those parts of themselves, a lot of the time that's how they will treat me. Right? Their brain's like, They're their ego, because our egos are supposed to protect us. But in this society created by colonizers, a lot of time our ego does not protect us in like the best ways. And it's trying to protect us like to squeeze in that box that colonizers created that said if you fit in this box, then you are worthy of like love and a good life and all this stuff. Makes no sense. Makes no sense because that box is so limiting. You and I both know that. So limiting. So when I show the parts of me that do not squeeze in that box, like none of me squeezes in that box. I tried for a while, but it's impossible for my spirit to try to squeeze in that box. Those beings will try to squeeze me in it, and they'll say whatever was said to them, treat me however way they were treated when those parts of them came out, the parts that I'm showing, right? So now I've hit this point where when beings do that, really has nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna like pull myself away from the situation. I'm just gonna distance myself, if not completely, just be away from that being. If I truly love that being and I know that they're willing to self-reflect, then I will let them know, hey, like, I don't like the way you treat me. Like, this behavior is not okay. I didn't do anything to you. I don't know if you realize what you're doing, but this is what you're doing to me. And then have that conversation. But if I know that that's gonna be a waste of my time and they're just gonna see me as a bad person or whatever, I'm pulling myself away from that situation. And it is what it is. And unfortunately, some people are not ready at the same time as you, right? They're not. We're all on our own journey. And then some beings, they may not want to grow in this life. Like maybe 10 lives down in their reincarnations. That's when they decide they want to grow as a spirit. But it's their choice. It is their life. And that's really hard when you love beings. Like you love them so deeply and you want what's best for them. But we cannot control anybody's life but our own. And we can only control ours to a certain capacity, right? Because in the universe, all the other beings are also a part of it, but we can control it to a certain point. But you can't control other people's lives. You can try, but you're going to have many lessons in that also. So now I just like take my hands off and I have so many Virgo placements, and because of like my trauma, I really have tried to control things, thinking that there's a sense of safety in that. But this past year, my ancestors, especially this past 6 months, have torn that apart. Like control does not equal safety at all. So I am truly releasing control. And if you have been here with me for a while, you've heard me say that many times for many years. But I've actually done it. I release control. I can't control nothing. I haven't gardened the whole month of September. I think it's going to be October 1st in a day or two. I think in a couple days. It's Monday. I think in a couple days. And I haven't consumed it. I'm so proud of myself because a lot of like of recent, and well, these past years, I've been using it a lot of the time to run from my feelings or to run from like my responsibilities. My responsibilities is like my dreams. My ancestors, my spirit team have been calling me so heavy to pursue my dreams, and then those negative voices come in and I would just garden and then I wouldn't do it. And I've been so grounded in me that I haven't wanted to. And all that time I spent like sitting on my bed, eating munchies, watching TV, just like running away from everything. I have all that time to create. I've been working on all my projects. I've been dancing. I forgot. I didn't even realize how disconnected I've been from my ancestors. Like I talked to them, but I wasn't doing like my practices, my spiritual practices that connect me to them. Like dancing is one of the biggest ones, and I haven't danced in so long. And when I started dancing the other day, my dog Selena, she looked at me and she loves dancing. Like, she loves dancing with me. She just like looks so surprised, and then I started crying. I'm so emotional. I apologized to her. I'm like, I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. It's been so long. And then she tried to roll. She likes to roll with her dancing, but she had some surgery on her ear, so I had to stop her mid roll. But it felt so good to connect to them, and I think here's some shadow work right now. I know that it's hard for me to connect with my ancestors because I put myself down for so long because other beings made me feel unworthy of being like indigenous because I am very white passing all of this. Like, my dad's genes are strong. My mom is Lakota, and then my dad he's like so many different whites. Just like a mutt of whites. And my birth giver definitely projected onto me of being light skinned. And I know like that's a cycle that comes from boarding schools. Don't get me started. Those literally set up indigenous beings to struggle and to fight each other and to be disconnected and all that stuff. So I'm not angry the way I used to be with my birth giver about that. But now it's just like something I need to work on within myself and heal and reprogram within myself because our brains are computers. So I just have to like reprogram and let myself know I am worthy of connecting with my ancestors. Like, I even had a straight up reading, and the being that did the reading said that like, you are worthy, even though you are very white passing. You are very worthy of connecting with your indigenous ancestors and working with them and all this stuff. So I've been doing a lot better. I cleaned up their altar. I've been dancing and talking to them and feeling them all around me, especially in like very uncertain times. And I'm changing everything that doesn't resonate with me anymore. All the things that I took on and thought was like a part of me and my spirit, those were parts of me that I took on to survive. And a lot of those they don't resonate with my spirit. They don't resonate with who I am now. So like taking those off of me, taking those parts off of me, all of that is hard. It's really hard. Because then also the beings around you are used to you being a certain way. And when you start taking that off you, it feels like you're like faking. At least for me, it felt like, who am I? Was the old version of me fake? Is this version of me now fake? Like, is this even me? And it can be hard when the beings around you are used to a certain version and then they see you changing. That can be its own experience in itself. But while you do that, be kind and gentle to yourself, because this colonized society makes us think that like once you become an adult, you should know who you are. And like, you know who you are and that's it. We are always growing and evolving. You can be so many versions of yourself, and say you live like you're one of those lucky beings that live old to like 60 to 90 years old. You could have like 30 to 100 different versions of you, and all of them are valid and all of them are you during those times, right? So not limiting yourself to you have to be just one certain way and then you're stuck that way. No, we can always grow and evolve. So let's be who we are and what resonates with us. And if in time that changes, that changes. That's okay. That's okay. But you deserve to be who your spirit or spirits are, to have a safe space to experience you and your growth, and have beings around you that support and love you unconditionally in all the versions of you. Right? And I say this so excited because my ancestors and my spirit team have been just telling me, because I've been doing a lot of internal work that a lot of my soul tribe is coming. And when I say soul tribe, like these beings I have begged and prayed for a very long time ago, that I get to create with and just be silly with, and like within our creations help as many beings as we can. And when I did do that prayer a long time ago, I didn't really think that it would happen, but like I felt it in my spirit, so I did it. And I had no idea how it would occur because it's a really big one. And then just through my journey of following my ancestors, like when you follow them, you're gonna follow them blindly. But like make sure it's them, right? Clear out your space, do a smoke cleanse, do any cleanse you need to do, and then like state specifically who you're talking to. Me, I'm like beings known or unknown, ancestor spirit team, beings known or unknown that are here for my overall greatest and highest good. Like I only just those beings, and then you can ask them whatever. And me, I was like, please lead me. Lead me. All I want to do is I want to help as many beings as I can. I want to just be me, and I want to live a life that makes me happy, which like I know I'm not gonna be happy all the time, but like makes me the happiest option I have, like the option that will make my spirit light up the most. Take me there. I'll follow you. I'll listen to whatever. Take me there. And I did not realize how many detours, right? Like it's like Lord of the Rings, like you got so many adventures. I had so many adventures I had to go on, and I was like, oh, this is the one. Like I found one career, I'm like, oh, this is it. Because in that career, there's a lot of millionaires with like money. Because for me, all I've ever wanted to do is help people, and in this colonized world, money is the main thing that's going to help beings. So I'm like, okay, this is it. And then it hit a point where they're like, okay, time to go. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, this is the only option I have where I can make a good amount of money to be able to do all these programs and do all these things to help as many beings as I can, including Uchimaka, Grandmother Earth. They're like, this is it. You learned what you need to learn here. Time to leave. And I was reluctant for like a couple weeks, and then they made me. They showed me that that was not the space for me, and they made me leave. And then I had years of resting and learning like my feminine energy. That was a cycle also I had to break. And I now have video of that if you want to look for that somewhere on my YouTube. I had to break that cycle of just being my masculine all the time. So then I was like just in my feminine, and now I'm learning balance. Now a bitch is learning balance. I have been creating when I feel called to, and then when I feel called to rest, I've been resting. I'm not like overdoing it. I did a little bit and then I got burnt out, and I'm neurodivergent, so burnout is really easy for me. So I've been really trying to balance that. And now I'm here, showing up as me. And my inner child and my inner teen, all they ever wanted was to be heard. That's it. Just to be heard and seen and loved unconditionally. And like my little teepee, my little home here on YouTube is a safe space for me to speak my truth, and then for you beautiful beings, you to learn that you are beautiful. Your spirit is beautiful just the way your spirit or spirits are. And your meat suit, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love your meat suit. But this is like a space for all the beings that felt like your voice wasn't worthy of being heard. Your authentic self wasn't okay. I have fought so hard to prove that wrong. And you deserve to fight to make a safe space for your spirit to learn that your authentic spirit or spirits, yourself, is gorgeous the way you are. Yes, we can grow and like we got cycles to break and all that stuff, but who you are at your core is beautiful. And I worked so hard to be here, and I am showing up. I am showing up. And if I can make one being feel safe in who they are, and they go on that journey and follow in their ancestors and their spirit team, and they live the life their spirit came here to live, it's all worth it. All of it's worth it. But honestly, this is also healing for me. Just letting my voice be heard and speaking. You have no idea how many times my voice has been attacked through my life. Where when I started this journey of talking, I would get my throat chakra would like clog up, and you know how you do when you're talking, that would happen all the time. And now it's just like occasionally. I'm also getting my singing voice, and that is very healing. I'm just super grateful. I am super grateful for this life. I am forever grateful for my ancestors and my spirit team. And I'm worthy of connecting with them and feeling their unconditional love. No matter what I look like. Like, honestly, that is a colonized thing too, of thinking like you have to look a certain way or be a certain way to be able to connect to your people. They're my ancestors. I have put them through a lot. Oh, they still love me though. They still love me. And I'm gonna be real. All the beings I've experienced, especially like my caretakers that are supposed to show me unconditional love, they didn't, because you can only show up for others as much as you show up for yourselves, like with love, right? And I say this from experience because when I didn't love myself unconditionally, I did have conditional love, like with other beings, and I didn't realize that I did until I like confronted that, and I really worked on that because I didn't want others to love me with conditions. I wanted to be loved unconditionally. So I had to learn how to give that to myself and other people, right? And I'm at this point where I know all the beings that have hurt me, they still have to go on that journey of learning how to love themselves unconditionally and breaking their cycles and reprogramming their brains and all of that. So I did get unconditional love from my grandma, but she passed away right before I turned 6. So I did have that to hold on to, and I'm very grateful. My baby, you okay? You okay? Baby, streaming. My ancestors and my spirit team have reminded me what unconditional love feels like. And it feels so beautiful. And like, they're not always happy, sweet little things. Like, some of the spirits I work with are trickster spirits. Also, like, a lot of my ancestors are indigenous, so they can be a little ornery with their lessons and the way they speak to me sometimes. But sometimes I do need it. Sometimes I do need a little tough love. I do. But they love me unconditionally no matter what. Even when they gotta give me self-love. They love me for who I am. And they're the reason why I'm here now. Like, I would not be here if it wasn't for my ancestors and my spirit team. So if you are working with them, like your ancestors, your spirit team, or they've been calling you, I highly recommend. And if like you know your traditions, if you have access to like your traditions and your culture, start practicing it. If you have that ability. If not, whatever calls you. Because before I got the reading, I naturally got called to dancing and like powwow dancing. I've been teaching myself fancy dancing. I was naturally called to that, and then I got the reading, and the being that did the reading said that dancing with them connects me. And then like wearing our traditional stuff, but it also could be modernized, so like beadwork and all that stuff So I got plenty of beadwork, like earrings for sure. Eventually I'm gonna have such a huge collection. But that stuff just naturally called me. And other things too, that being said, just naturally called me. So if things naturally call you to connect with them, do that. And then also like a spirit plate, and that's just a plate of everything you're eating. Or if like you hear something, like you hear like cheesy ramen, and then they want boba, you hear that, you give that to them. You give it to them. You deserve to live your life the way your spirit or spirits wanted to live, because you are an infinite being. Like your spirit is infinite. You're gonna live so many other lives, whether it's here on Macaw Grandmother Earth or somewhere out in the stars. All of that's so complicated and huge. I don't know. But this is so short. Human life is so short. Like if you're one of the lucky ones, you get what, 60 to 100 maybe? That is gonna be gone like that. Like I'm 30 and that just flew by. You deserve to enjoy it as much as you can. You deserve to fill up your day doing the things your spirit wants to do. And just because other people told you, oh, you can't ever paint, you wouldn't be a good artist. Says who? Says who? And I say this because I was told that like all my dreams that I wanted to do are pretty large. Like since I was little, they're pretty big dreams. Like they seem impossible to reach. I was told I couldn't paint. I don't know if you can see any of my paintings. I can paint. Like I am so good at painting, and it allows me to express myself. Just so many things. So if things call you, don't let other people's projections and limitations and cycles stop you from living your life. As long as you are not hurting other living beings, live your life the way you want to live it. Live it. And I know at first, especially if you're a people pleaser, it's going to be hard. It's going to be uncomfortable, especially when you got to do boundaries. No joke. When I first was starting to do boundaries and like speak up for myself, I was crying. Like you could barely understand what I was saying because how terrified I was. Like physically, my body literally was shaking, and like everything, my spirit was terrified that if I spoke up and I said, no, I can't do this, or these are my boundaries, I would lose the people I love. But my ancestors and my spirit team taught me that if someone's meant to be in your life and they love you unconditionally, you won't lose them. You're not going to lose them by just putting up boundaries, by like letting them know when you have nothing to give. Like when your cup is empty and it's not flowing over into your saucer, you can't give anything. The people that truly love you will understand that. And they're not going to get upset. And like maybe a little bit, but then they're going to self-reflect, right? And then like do their work on that and realize that's their own shadows and stuff. Because that happens. But the beings that don't self-reflect and don't respect you and your journey, and like when you can't give and your boundaries, that'll be their own lessons to learn. And whatever you need to do with that, you do that. I'm a Virgo, so I can cut somebody off. Like if you are not willing to grow, I'm very understanding. But if you're like, this is the way I am and I'm cool with it, I'm gonna treat people this way, but I don't want them to treat me this way, and I ain't gonna change, you can go live that beautiful life over there. Not near me. I wish the best for you and I hope you learn your lessons. But I ain't gonna be the one to teach you. I ain't got no time for that. Me and my inner child, my inner teen, we just want to play. We just want to create and have some fun with however much time I got left on Uchimaka. And that's where I am. My next episodes will be more structured, but I just felt cold. I just took a shower. I don't have a bra on, but right now this is like my comfort clothes. This is a pumpkin and it's like so soft. I've been super into soft textures of recent. It's been fantastic. And it's gonna be October, so spooky season. So be ready for a little bit more spooky decorations, even though I know already kind of have some. I'm naturally spooky. I feel like spooky season is all year long. But thank you for spending your precious time and energy with me. And if you are here, you made it all the way through, know that you are worthy of going on that journey, of speaking up for yourself, no matter how uncomfortable it will be. You deserve to live the life your spirit or spirits came here to live. It's as simple as that. Like, this colonized society makes it seem so complicated, and like you got to get a good job and like high paying, and you have to have this and that to be considered a good person and treated well. That's some weird shit. Like, that's just something I don't understand. Like, my ancestors did not see that way. Does not resonate with me. So over here, we are loving ourselves unconditionally. We're being kind and gentle to ourselves. And we are learning, like, what lights our spirit up. I've been writing. I've been dancing. I've been singing. I've been making some music sound stuff. I've been just doing what calls me. And when those negative voices come in, I've been fighting them. Just kidding. I've just been locking them out of my brain. You ain't welcome. Get out of here. I ain't got time for that. And we're living. Because we've always deserved to live. Being who we authentically are. I shall see you again. The next episode. It will come a lot sooner. I won't take another 3 months. I promise. I'm out of my cave. Hopefully. Even if I'm in my cave, we will film in the cave if we have to. Because I'm showing up for me. This is something healing for me. Discipline for the things I want. I went so hard for so many other beings, like different careers and all this stuff, for other beings. And now that's for me, I just put it to the side. No more. This is what I want. These are my dreams. I am pursuing them. Let's go. Let's go live. Dope shot, okay? I'll see you later.